In a world moving faster than ever, one thing remains constant. People will always need places to live, work, and gather. Real estate isn't just about buildings and land. It's about stability in uncertain times. While digital assets rise and fall and crypto trends come and go, real estate stands firm, something you can touch, improve, and pass on. As Aristotle once said, property should be as far as possible private. That deep desire for ownership, for a place to call our own, has always been part of the human story. And today, real estate is no longer just for the wealthy or traditional investors. It's a modern-day opportunity for anyone looking to grow wealth, create impact, and build something that lasts. Today, we will show you 7 powerful reasons why real estate is not only a smart investment, but a game changer for your future. When you cannot hold your wealth, how real is it? Today, much of what we own is digital. We scroll past million-dollar NFTs, watch the rise and fall of crypto, and follow stock prices in real time. But when the internet goes quiet or the markets crash, what remains? Real estate. It is land. It is bricks and mortar. It is something you can touch, walk on, live in, or rent out. It does not vanish with a glitch. It stays. Mark Twain once said, "Buy land. They're not making it anymore." That truth hasn't changed. Land is limited. Demand for space never stops. Barbara Corcoran, who built the Corcoran Group, started with just a $1,000 loan. She turned that into one of New York's top real estate firms, not by chasing trends, but by betting on something tangible and lasting. People often talk about digital real estate, like owning a popular website or social media handle. But that space can be lost overnight. One algorithm tweak, and it's gone. Physical real estate gives you control. You can improve it, expand it, and watch it grow in value over time. In a world full of fast clicks and fleeting trends, real estate gives you something steady. It is the anchor you can count on. But real estate doesn't just give you something you can touch. It also protects what you've earned. Let's talk about how it beats inflation, brick by brick. Sam Zell, one of America's most successful real estate investors, once started small, buying and managing student housing. He understood something early. Real estate has a way of beating inflation. Today, his legacy is worth billions. But the principle that got him there still applies to everyday investors. Inflation eats money. Property makes it grow. Every year, the cost of living climbs. Groceries go up. Gas rises. Rent spikes. But when you own real estate, those price hikes can work in your favor. The home you bought yesterday can be your shield tomorrow. Louis Glickman once said, "The best investment on earth is earth." He was right. Real estate doesn't just keep up with inflation, it often beats it. According to the National Association of Realtors, home prices have consistently trended upward over decades, even during inflationary periods. While savings accounts fall behind, real estate builds forward, one brick at a time. You don't need to be a billionaire to get started, just smart enough to take that first step. In a world where dollars shrink by the day, owning property helps your wealth stretch further and stay. Now imagine not just beating inflation, but doing it with someone else's money. That's the silent power of leverage. Where else can you control a $500,000 asset with just $100,000? Real estate makes that possible. It's called leverage, and it quietly builds wealth for millions. With most investments, you pay the full amount up front, but with property, the bank steps in. They cover the rest because they trust the asset. That trust becomes your tool. You put in 20% and you get 100% of the growth. This is the only investment class where banks want to help you buy more. Why? Because it's backed by something real, something stable. They see low risk and you get high potential. Grant Cardone, a real estate mogul and motivational speaker, built his fortune using leverage. He often speaks about how he took his initial investments and used the bank's money to scale his real estate empire. Cardone didn't focus on working more hours. Instead, he used other people's money to fund his growth, letting the properties generate income and build value. In his words, the smartest thing you can do is put your money in real estate and let other people pay for it. And once you own it, the benefits don't stop. Real estate isn't just about growth. It's about income that works when you don't. Don't work for money. Make money work for you. That single line from Rich Dad, Poor Dad made real estate a household dream. Robert Kiyosaki used property income to escape the 9-to-5 grind. He didn't chase promotions. He built a portfolio of income-producing assets, rental properties that paid him every month, whether he worked or not. Passive income is not a dream. It is a door key away. Real estate is one of the few paths where everyday people can create extra income without clocking in twice. You don't need to be rich or have a finance degree. Look around. Teachers own rental condos, nurses rent out basements, and retired couples live off the rent from a small portfolio they built over the years. They bought once, and the income keeps coming. Each rent check is money earned while sleeping. That's the magic. Your property works when you do not. It pays down the loan, pays you back, and over time, it grows in value too. You set the rent, you pick the tenant, someone else covers the mortgage. Rent, repeat, relax. That's real income and real freedom. That's the beauty of passive income. But over time, there's another layer to wealth, one that rewards patience. Real estate rewards the patient. While the market moves in cycles, the long-term trend points in one direction: up. Look at any city's skyline over the past 20 years. What once was empty land is now lined with towers. And those who bought early? They built wealth without selling a thing. Every year you hold, your equity grows, your mortgage shrinks, your property value rises. This is not luck. It is time doing the heavy lifting. Stocks can rise and fall in a day, but property tends to rise over decades. It reflects demand, growth, and the human need for space. People always need homes. That demand builds value. Just look at Donald Bren, chairman of the Irvine Company. He didn't get rich flipping fast. He acquired land patiently, developed it strategically, and let time multiply the value. Today, he's one of the wealthiest real estate moguls in America. Proof that patience pays. As John Bogle once said, time is your friend. Impulse is your enemy. Wealth builds quietly. And in real estate, that quiet is golden. When markets wobble, real estate stands firm. It's your financial shelter in any storm. We have seen it happen. In 2008, the housing crash was brutal. But what followed? A strong rebound that saw values climb year after year. Then came the 2020 pandemic. Stocks swung wildly. Businesses shut down. But something unexpected happened in real estate. Demand surged. Remote work let people move, and home values rose in places no one predicted. Real estate adapts. It bends, but rarely breaks. That makes it a reliable hedge against global uncertainty. You cannot live in a stock or take shelter in a crypto coin. But real estate? It gives you a roof and a return. Studies show that inheriting a home reduces future financial stress and significantly improves upward mobility in the next generation. Urban Institute, 2020. In times of chaos, people look for stability. Real estate becomes more than investment. It becomes security. It becomes control. It becomes peace of mind. You do not need to predict the next crisis. You just need to hold ground that lasts through one. And that is the power of owning real property in an unpredictable world. Real estate doesn't just change your life, it shapes the future of those who follow you. 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate, said Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest industrialists in American history. While Carnegie made his name in steel, his real estate investments were just as critical in securing his legacy. He recognized early on that property, unlike fleeting stocks or volatile industries, could preserve wealth across generations. His real estate holdings played a pivotal role in safeguarding his family's future, proving that wealth isn't just built, it's sustained. Real estate is more than an investment. It's a legacy. It's one generation laying a foundation for the next. Imagine a grandparent handing a house key to a grandchild. That key isn't just a deed to a home, it's a head start, a symbol of opportunity. Unlike assets that shrink with inflation or vanish in market dips, property grows in value, shelters memories, and opens doors. As the saying goes, real wealth is not what you earn, it's what you leave behind. That's the true power of passing on property. In a world that moves faster than ever, one thing remains constant: real estate. It builds equity, outpaces inflation, creates passive income, and gives you control over your financial future. As we've seen, leveraging other people's money, generating income while you sleep, and the power of patience are just a few of the ways real estate can transform your wealth. But real estate isn't just about numbers. It's about creating something tangible in a world where everything else seems intangible. It's about freedom, stability, and building something real. Today, real estate is more accessible than ever. With options like REITs and fractional ownership, you don't need millions to start. What was once out of reach is now within your grasp. So, as the world continues to change, consider what real estate can offer you. As Andy Rooney once said, opportunities are never lost. Someone will take the one you missed. Start building today. Let your future self thank you tomorrow.